Morning, guys, from the Looney Bin called Ireland. Uh, the Irish Examiner has a very good article this morning on a report released by the Department of Justice. It gives you a lot of detail about the last 2 years and about illegal migrants and how they've been dealt with and the deportation orders issued and how they operate and so forth and so on. So this is very well worth reading. If you haven't got hold of a copy of it, try and get onto the Irish Examiner .ie and read it thoroughly. It's well worth reading. Now, relating to the same matter, and a guy posted an article recently on a website telling everybody he had been on a flight from Paris recently, and the police had come on board and were checking all the passports now. So this has been promised a week or two ago, and it's going into effect. But I'm very curious about how this whole thing operates with passports because, if you get onto a plane, you must have some kind of a valid passport belong to somebody because I presume there's a European wide computer network. If I book a flight with Ryanair, uh, and I imagine I would have to use a genuine passport to get on the flight, and certainly if I land in Paris, I would have to hand it to the guy who usually puts it through a scanner, which is probably linked, I don't know, to a European-wide network of passports or registrations to confirm it is a real passport belong to somebody. Now, I know passports can be fabricated quite easily, probably easier than €50 notes, and are widespread. But at the same time, getting onto a plane in Paris and then the passport disappearing before you land at Dublin Airport. How does that happen? If the police are waiting at the bottom of the stairs or even board a plane, what has the guy done with the passport? How has he disposed of it? I mean, has he flushed it down the toilet when he got on the plane? Because um, if a counterfeit passport is probably worth money, and if it's not counterfeit, it belongs to somebody. And would would the traffickers have access to enough stolen passports to be able to doctor them and put a photograph of some guy on to reassure the people in Paris when they're boarding the flight that this is so and so? And when they arrive in Dublin, they don't need it, of course. They just tell them we're seeking international protection. But if anybody knows anything about how this system works, if there's a whistleblower among all the youngsters and the new guys working in the new passport control section at Dublin Airport, which is kind of a new privatized, well, I don't know if it's private, but they used to have policemen there, very highly paid retired guards, a sinecure for their older years. But now they've a lot of young kids there in a nice flashy uniform of some kind, border control force, whatever they call them. So if there's any guys there who know how all this works and is willing to do a little whistleblowing, uh, everybody would love to hear from them, including me. So that's it for today. 480 guys supposed to be sleeping in tents, still arriving on planes without documentation. And we're going to have a lot from England now who don't want to go to Rwanda, and on it goes. And this new kid in justice from Trinity College, this new bright whiz kid, has his hands full again. He got out of health, the poison chalice, the HSE, and now he's running an even more difficult show. Talk to you again, folks. Take care. Don't forget my website, Ireland's Deadliest Ever Coalition Government, on Facebook. Cheers. Have a good day.